Routers and access points tend not to be exciting devices. A little box, typically black or gray, sometimes with antennas sticking out, that emanates a wireless signal to wirelessly stream your internet connection to your devices. Some may be faster than others, some may offer more LAN ports than others, but overall that's really just about it. Enter the Almond Plus 2015 from Securifi. They sent me this for review with the promise of a 3-minute setup, a touchscreen on it to set it up with and activate all of the functionality, and then your expected stuff. A 4 gigabit LAN connection, AC wireless with 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz dual band connection for your devices. Oh, and you know, it works with all the Z-Wave security devices, it comes with a peanut plug, and all that craziness. Totally normal, right? I mean, what router doesn't come with a peanut plug? Stay tuned to the end of the video to check out when we're giving away at Almond Plus. Let's just say this router is pretty freaking cool. And yes, it really does only take 3 minutes to set up just about. I tested it in a video, which you can click the annotation or the link in the description below to go check out for yourself, but really only takes about 3 minutes if you know what you're doing and you have a computer ready to do the setup and they're not running back and forth like I was trying to make sure the video was working. I hooked up the Almond Plus to my main gigabit network switch, which runs to our main gateway, ISP gateway. Set it up, took about 3 minutes, and now I have faster Wi-Fi than our main router provides, and then a slower 2.4 gigahertz band for my smaller devices such as my smartphone. It has been working flawlessly. It's super fast, I've not had any outages, and I've not even had to restart it, other than one minor software glitch which happened when I first set it up. Seemed to be a software firmware update issue, which updated as soon as I updated it, the software was fixed and everything worked perfectly. But other than that, it's worked brilliantly. They also provide you an Almond Plus Home app for your smartphone, which allows you to control any connected sensors, control the router, update the settings, view your settings, things like that, anywhere on the go as long as the router's hooked up to the internet. Pretty convenient. What is the peanut plug though? The peanut plug was actually one of my biggest surprises to have come with the router, and I was pretty excited for, and so far I'm loving it. It is not necessarily the most original concept. It is a wirelessly connected smart outlet in which you plug it into an outlet, wirelessly connect it to the router, and then plug anything you want to it. And then from the app or the router itself, you can turn on and off that outlet as to keep power from running to the device when you don't want it to. I have it set up to connect to my network hard drives and network printer. That way I can just turn them off when need be it for sound or power reasons, or I just want them to rest for a while from my smartphone. One click, I literally just hit the power button and they cut off just like that. It's super responsive, I've not had any trouble with it whatsoever. Like I said, it's not the most brand new concept, but the fact that they include it with a router is pretty awesome. Those things usually run about 40 bucks if you go with like the Wemo ones from Belkin and things like that. So I was pretty excited to see that little box inside the router box that said, hey, here's a peanut plug. There's a lot of other Z-Wave security products that actually, and home automation products that actually work with this router, such as door and window ajar detectors, moisture detectors, motion sensors. You can even get a whole key fob to set up the whole home security system and all connect that back to your router. And that's pretty sweet, just to have that all in one hub. The biggest issue with all of these home automation, smart home security systems is that they all require their own separate hubs to activate and use. And that becomes very frustrating to set up a smart home in which you have to talk to 3 different things in order to get them all working at once. This isn't compatible with all devices, but it is compatible with a certain series of them, and that makes it very convenient if you're setting something up from the get-go. There are 2 of my primary complaints that I have about this router, and they're honestly not huge ones. The touchscreen on the face of the router is pretty cheap feeling. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence of it being a quality screen. It just doesn't look great, and it looks like it's physically made not that well. However, that can also be blamed on simply shoving it on the face of a router. It has to be small, it can be compact, and they probably didn't want it to cost a whole lot of extra money. So I can kind of forgive it for that, because you only really use it every now and then it turns off, well, it puts the screen to sleep whenever you're not actively using the router, which I like. I also still have no idea how to use the USB ports on the back. It includes 2 USB ports next to the LAN ports on the back of the router, and that was set up to be for network storage. I've done everything I can, and I can't quite figure out how to make network storage work. I've gone through all the settings and all the options. I know it's possible, or else they wouldn't be claiming it and they wouldn't have included the USB ports, but I just don't get it. It would be a useful feature, and if someone figures it out and then has one, let me know in the comment section down below, but I don't know. Overall, it's hard to get me excited for a router, but this one is pretty freaking awesome. It doesn't look like a transformer, but for most people that's probably a good thing. You can mount it on your wall, you can set it up on a standalone stand, or you can add your own stands of sorts to it, and it's sleek, it's almost brand free. You have a touchscreen or an included stylus for the touchscreen, and it works pretty freaking well. So I definitely recommend it. Link to it will be in the description below, along with what they're calling their Link My Ass program, which is a program where you can trade in your previous routers or access points with a link in the name. So Linksys, D-Link, etc. There's a few other brand names. And with this, you can trade in your old routers to get up to $50 credit towards their Securifi Almond Plus router. So that's a pretty good deal to be able to trade in your old router to get credit towards the new one. Not a whole lot of people do that. So link to that will be in the description below as well. And then they have a cheaper model just called the Almond instead of the Almond Plus, which has slightly lower functionality and specs. Links to that will be in the description below as well. So yes, I do recommend this router. However, if you would like to win one for yourself, leave a comment down below with what your favorite feature of this router or a router in general is, and then be on the lookout for an announcement video of who will win in about a week or so. So leave a comment down below. If you're looking for the Razer Nabu X giveaway winners, those were actually announced last week, so go check those out in the description below or in the channel, etc. But yes, we are giving away a full Almond Plus to one lucky subscriber. So go ahead and leave those comments down below. Otherwise guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, comment and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to look out for new future updates. Thanks for watching another great tech video. Check out the annotations on the screen to watch more videos, or click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all future videos and updates. There are links in the description below to our social media pages, our Patreon campaign where you can contribute to the channel via monthly contribution and earn yourself early access to our videos, as well as lots of other great goodies. Be sure to check those out as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.